So this is day 2, as I said before, of CIAF's effort to, our pilot project, to employ people to clean up coastal areas and other areas that we consider ecologically important. All coastal areas are ecologically important, but we're prioritizing, since this is such a massive problem, we're prioritizing mangrove areas and really ecologically, biologically diverse and important areas such as mangroves, coral reefs, and other seagrasses and other places where there's and/or endangered species. So here's one mangrove area that should be in pristine condition, and as you can see, there's just garbage everywhere, plastic all over the place. And unless people go and do the manual labor of cleaning it, there's no other way this is going to be removed. And as I've stated before, this effort's way too massive to think that this can be done with volunteer efforts. They're far too inadequate, and they're completely worthless in developing countries where people need employment, where there's high levels of poverty, and these are the areas also that is the source of most of the plastic contamination. This is where most of it originates. But people need to work, so it makes sense. Employ people to do this highly labor intensive work to clean up mangroves, coastal areas, other important areas. This could become and should become a massive worldwide environmental anti-poverty project. And the plastic accumulates everywhere, under the leaf litter. Just huge amounts of it. Especially the small particles, it's very labor intensive just to get them.
Sabi ko kay tatay, tatay sama kayo. Mula ako nagama dyan.
This is just one small area. There's like literally millions of areas like this. It's out of control. There's no way that this huge problem of plastic pollution and contamination could be addressed without doing a massive employment project. This can be a source of employment literally for hundreds of thousands, even millions upon millions of people. And also it raises environmental awareness too, because the more people see the mess, and do this work, makes them very attuned to how destructive and bad this problem is. There's no technology in the world that's going to do anything to solve this problem. This is something that requires basic manual labor. We've polluted and contaminated this planet. There's no way to get out of it other than through our determination, our labor, sweat and tears. There's no other way. And as I've said already, a serious problem like this cannot be addressed adequately thinking it can be done on the cheap. You have to employ people. There's no other way. Volunteerism should only be supplementation. In the developed world, in the United States, people, are in a whole different situation. There isn't this massive level of contamination and high levels of poverty as there are in the developing world. But here in the developing world, this is huge People need to work. There's no way any kind of volunteer program could adequately address this massive pollution that exists out here. It's too far out of control. It can't be done on the cheap. You need to employ people. There's no other way around this. So this is day 2 of the CIAF's pilot project, sustaining livelihoods, employing people while cleaning coastal areas that are of great ecological importance, prioritizing those areas that are biologically rich, such as mangroves, coral reefs, and so forth.